Your Excellency, before I say anything this morning, I'd like to report respectfully that we have lost one of Kenya's and Kisumu's greatest son, the late Parminder Singh Saini, otherwise known as Kake. He was a great hockey player in Eastern Central Africa during his time, and he captained the Kenya hockey team. Your Excellency, kwa unyenyekevu, I'd like us to respect a moment of silence for 1 minute in memory of our late brother, Kake. May the good Lord keep his soul in eternal peace. Amen. I would like to welcome you to this lakeside city of Kisumu, Your Excellency, and all your guests, and to the Lake region in general, on this great and memorable day, when we are assembled here to celebrate the 58th Madaraka Day of our beloved Republic Kisumu, of Kenya. A day when we achieved our internal self-rule after being a British colony since 1920. Without the tremendous sacrifices that our nationalists made and the blood that was shed by the freedom fighters, we would not perhaps be here today. These gallant sons and daughters of our motherland sacrificed themselves so that they could build for a future Kenya, which would be free, prosperous, and united, providing all her citizens with a place to feel at home. Mr. President, let me thank you and your government most sincerely for what you have done to this region, my county in particular, in building for a better future for our people in terms of infrastructural development, creation of a promising investment climate, and supporting trade and commerce. I will not dwell more on that today, since, Your Excellency, you must exercise your bragging rights by telling this august gathering what your government has achieved in this region, how you have built for the future of this region. But let it be noted, Your Excellency, that most of what you have done, though their seeds were no doubt planted earlier, have flowered and flourished since the handshake between you and your brother Raila since March 2018. Few Kenyans, Your Excellency, would disagree with the reasons that you gave for handshaking and the 9 principles you laid down as the foundations for a more resilient Kenyan nation. It was not only necessitated by the urgent need to restore peace, tranquility, and unity in the country following the conflict-ridden elections, but more to ensure that we slay the dragon of inconclusive elections in general that periodically precipitated post-election conflicts, thereby substantially retarding our development. Mr. President, we have no alternative in this country but to build a national, democratic, inclusive, and developmental Kenya. And all the 9 principles are well presented in simple and persuasive language in the document that 2 of you signed after that famous handshake. On this, we should be able to build a nation for our future generations. Mr. President, Kisumu has given Kenya some of the nation's happiest moments in our history. I do remember as a schoolboy the lyrics that Mama Uhuru sang in 1963 to propel KANU to a resounding victory in an election which historians have always called the Kenyatta elections. With Mzee Jomo Kenyatta and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga wearing Luo traditional beaded cap and addressing huge impromptu rallies in 1964, as they drove to Bondo to open Jaramogi's new home, it was quite clear, Your Excellency, that a new era had dawned in Kenya. Mzee Kenyatta and Jaramogi were ready to build a nation for the future generations of Kenyans. Subsequently, however, Kisumu saw sad moments that tarnished our nationhood and caused painful feelings of political exclusion among many Kenyan communities to the detriment of our national development agenda. Throughout all this period, Your Excellency, Kisumu has never turned its back on Kenya. We were nationalists in 1963. We remain nationalists today, embracing Kenya as one indivisible nation where all communities belong, happy to feel at home as one family in a national, democratic, and developmental Kenya. This, Your Excellency, is the essence of the Building Bridges initiative, to build for the future that our forefathers founded many years ago, and the future they yearned for. You and your brother Raila have once more recommitted yourselves to this noble mission. Please, don't look back. For as the Christian song goes, once to every man and nation comes a moment to decide. Then it is the brave man chooses, while the coward stands aside. Mr. President, I would also like to take this opportunity to plead with you to continue supporting devolution, because devolution works. And it's good for Kenya's agenda for political inclusion and a shared national prosperity from the grassroots upwards. The decision to hold national celebrations on a rotational basis across the counties is not only innovative on your part, Mr. President, but a visible and living demonstration that you are committed to devolution in building a prosperous Kenya, not just today, but for the future of our nation as well. Your government's commitment to promote universal health care has been embraced by all counties, and surprising innovative measures have been taken in that regard from one county to another. In Kisumu, for example, we have established maternity theaters in sub-county hospitals where mothers can now have cesarean section births outside Kisumu City. We are currently building a comprehensive cancer care center at the Jaramogi Oginga Teaching and Referral Hospital, complete with a complementary sickle cell anemia treatment and research center, maybe the first of its kind in our republic. Finally, Your Excellency, let it not pass unnoticed that you have today laid the foundation stone for building the Kisumu Convention Center, where Kenya will host the 9th edition of AfriCities in April next year. On behalf of the Lake Region Economic Bloc and the Council of Governors, I would like to thank you and your government for supporting this novel initiative of holding this continental gathering in an intermediary city like Kisumu. This is a clear message to all the 47 devolved governments that working interdependently with our national government, as our constitution says, we can open doors for development into the African continent and beyond. One of the key issues that the AfriCities Summit will address itself to is the issue of greening urban space to respond effectively to climate change issues, carbon emission, and sustainable development. I thank you, Your Excellency, and all your guests for honoring Kisumu with this wonderful Madaraka Day celebrations. Pamoja tusonge mbele. God bless you all. Let us build for the future of our nation. Tichtire, aluta continua. Your Excellency, to invite His Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, my dear friend William Somei Ruto, whom I used to call Nyaguri Ogam. Welcome.